Today, we are going to tell you a story about a 20-year-old male college student who works part-time as a male prostitute and gets a good salary just by lying in bed and sleeping with old women. Our protagonist, Ling, is an ordinary college student who usually works part-time in a bar and leads a boring life. One day his good friend Shen brings a young woman to the bar. Shen is a male prostitute. He brags to Ling that the young woman is the golden master he just got. He wants to catch a big fish with a long line and earn more money from the young woman. But to my surprise, the young woman became interested in Ling. Before she left her business card under her glass and said she would wait for Ling in front of the bar. Ling just walked out from work and saw the young woman in a luxury car. The young woman offered Ling to sleep at her house. But when they arrived at the young woman's house, the one sleeping with Ling turned out to be the young woman's deaf daughter Liang. Ling hesitated, but had sex with Liang. Afterwards, the young woman commented that Ling's skills were not mature enough and only put down 5,000 yen as payment. It turns out that the young woman's name is Xiang and she is the owner of a club that specializes in providing beautiful teenagers to women. Liang is the sexual test she gives Ling, and apparently, Ling's performance is not up to her standards. But Liang seems to be interested in Ling, and she puts in another 5,000, and this time Ling barely passes the test. After a night of consideration, Ling decided to join the club. Xiang took Ling to buy clothes for a photo shoot, and after some dressing up, Ling became a melancholy flower boy. Soon Ling welcomes a guest, a charming working woman. The guest asked him how to see older women. Ling replied that he had been interested in women older than himself since he was a child. After getting the answer, the customer packed up his things and got up to leave. Ling thought his answer was too clumsy and did not satisfy the customer. But the next day, the guest ordered him again. This time they went straight to the point and ran to the hotel to have sex. The guest was so satisfied that she booked Ling on a long-term basis with Xiang. Ling's second guest is a cultured woman who likes Play-Doh and has a sensual and elegant appearance. But there is one quirk, and that is urinating during sex. Ling satisfied her needs and finished the second business. This day Ling, Xiang and Liang had dinner together. Xiang asked Ling how he managed to satisfy all those middle-aged women. Ling told his story. When he was 10 years old, he didn't go to school once because he had a cold. Before his mother left the house, she told him that she would be back before dark and told him to lie down and rest, but then she didn't come back, but died on the way due to a sudden myocardial infarction. Since then, he gets excited if he meets a woman of his mother's age, which is an important reason why he is able to keep his guests happy. After telling his experience, Ling leaned on Xiang's shoulder, very depressed. As he became more skilled in the business, Ling had lost the fear and panic he had at the beginning and became a qualified male prostitute. He has seen many clients, some serious, some beautiful, some disturbed. But when alone, these women all tear off their disguises and export their desires wildly, giving him the opportunity to learn more about women. On this day Ling's clients were an elderly couple. The husband was ill and unable to leave his wheelchair and was not capable of completing sex. He came to Ling because he wanted to record a video of Ling and his petite wife having sex for later viewing. This was certainly a perverted request, but Ling did it anyway. And he did so well that he received a special bonus from the client. And with the special bonus, he was promoted to a VIP level male prostitute. Yang is Ling's friend from college and has had a crush on Ling for a long time. One day she finds out that Ling has become a male prostitute and sells his body to those old women. She is disappointed and says she will never talk to Ling again. Ling knew his work was illegal, but he didn't feel bad about it and even thought it was worthwhile to learn more about women while earning money. On this day Ling goes to pick up a client as usual. He is surprised to see that the client is Yang. Yang likes Ling and wants to get Ling's body in this way. Although Ling is reluctant, he carries out her work as usual. Afterwards, Yang understands that she and Ling are not in the same world anymore. She plans to let go of her fondness for Ling. Because the business is good, Xiang wants to reward Ling. Ling offers to go out with Xiang, and he hugs Xiang and wants to have sex. But at the last moment, Xiang pushed him away. Liang just happened to walk in and saw the scene, looking a little lost. Xiang stated that any other reward is fine except engagement. Ling fell into silence. After a while, he proposed that he wanted to have another test with Liang. Xiang felt there was no need. But Xiang agreed. On the way to the test place, Xiang told Ling to stop thinking about her because she had been a prostitute and had contracted AIDS, and told Ling to see more of Ling who liked him. At the first test, Ling was not mature enough as a male prostitute. But in the second test, he has turned into a very understanding warm man who understands women. Soon after, Xiang's club was closed down by the police. Before she was arrested, she left a letter. The letter said that she had destroyed all the information files and told Ling not to worry. It also said that she had found out that Ling's mother was once a prostitute as well. Xiang felt that now Ling would not resent, much less despise her mother. Because she, Liang, Ling and her mother all met because of this work. End of story. Liang takes over from Xiang in running the club. Ling becomes the headliner, that even if he is facing a 70-year-old woman, he will still finish the job without hesitation.